Now that the dust has settled a little bit after the hearing on Thursday in front of the Supreme Court about presidential immunity, let's take a second to think about what happened on Thursday, because it was nothing short of insanity. Donald Trump's lawyer, John Sauer, actually told the court, hey, if it's part of his official duty, a president can engage in a coup. If it's part of his official duty, a president can order the military to go out and assassinate somebody, even his political opponents. And if it's part of his official duties, John Sauer said, the president can also order fake slates of electors from different states to come in and vote with the Electoral College and basically flip an election. Now, those were actual things that Donald Trump's lawyer told the 9 justices on that Supreme Court. Murder's totally fine. Coups are great. Flipping elections even when you lost. We can totally do that if you're the president of the United States. And you can only be prosecuted, he said, if after doing these things you get impeached and convicted. Then we can prosecute you. But if that doesn't happen, then no, you are definitely immune to anything and everything. And a lot of the Supreme Court justices were shocked. Legal experts who watched these proceedings have reported being shocked. Obviously, Sotomayor, Justice Jackson, they were some of the 2 most outspoken, but it also appears that Amy Coney Barrett was also not moved by these arguments. Now, Samuel Alito, he's super upset. He's like, no, a president should have all the immunity for everything for all time. So Alito is 100% gonna vote to save Donald Trump. Thomas is gonna vote to save Donald Trump. And Gorsuch is probably more with them than in the middle. The 2 people in the middle, of course, would be Kavanaugh and John Roberts, with Amy Coney Barrett just a little bit more towards the liberal side on this, above John Roberts. So really, this could go any way. But here's what drove me crazy about everything that took place on Thursday, and then, of course, all the postmortems on Friday. You had media outlets, because I know I'm getting news alerts all day. Some news outlets are like, nope, immunity is a lock. Donald Trump is going to win this. Others say Supreme Court is poised to reject Trump's immunity claim. Every outlet basically came away from those hearings with a totally different take from each other. And some are saying, oh, this could be delayed 8 months before they give us a decision. Fox News was hyping that. So to kind of put it this way, and I think this is the best analysis of what happened on Thursday, nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody. Okay? And I think that's the big thing that you, as a viewer, as a voter, as a news consumer, that's what you need to understand right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I don't even think most of the justices on the Supreme Court know how this is going to play itself out. We could get a ruling in a week. We could get a ruling in a month or 5 months or whatever. We could have a 7-2 vote in favor of not giving him immunity, or we could have a much closer vote that says no, or says yes, you get complete immunity. We don't know. Okay, so the speculation, of course, is what drives me crazy, because everybody's got to get their quick opinion out there. Everybody's got to be first to it. Everybody's got to come up with a different, unique take, because everybody wants those clicks. But I'm going to say something here that I think Donald Trump's lawyers probably need to be a little bit more aware of. You're arguing that the sitting president of the United States can kill his political opponents, or that the sitting president of the United States can stage a coup so that he can stay in office. And you're making those arguments, to kind of protect Trump, but at the same time, you're making those arguments while Trump is not the president. So, honest to God, for your sake, you'd better hope the Supreme Court doesn't side with you, because the person that you would be granting the ability to assassinate his political opponents is not Donald Trump. No, that would be President Biden. And while I don't think that President Biden has murderous intentions, if you give him the green light to do it, God only knows what could happen from that point forward, right? And let's not forget that your client is his political opponent, and you're arguing that the guy in the White House has the authority, the legal ability to murder his political opponents. Not a smart move. Like, you shouldn't be able to tell that guy, like, hey, you can kill my guy and we can't do anything. Not a smart argument. Definitely not. And of course, if this were a normal world, we wouldn't have even had this hearing. It's obvious that Donald Trump should not be immune from things that are not official acts as president of the United States. But we have a biased Supreme Court. We have a very weird justice system that is not working properly in this country. And so it is what it is. We have to wait and see what happens.